Is the question answer day. And being in flow, how many of you could bring your life? You think there is some change which happened in your life, and where you can notice that you are a little bit better in the flow. So before we move towards the question answer, I would like to move there. How many of you felt it? Mahesh, I think Yogesh wants to unmute. Or he's typing something.
Yeah, so last 3-4 days were good. After the downloads and all, I felt I could sleep better in the night, which I have not experienced since quite a long time. Sound sleep, what is sound sleep? I had lost.
Any conscious shift, Yogesh?
I think my issues are more unconscious than conscious. Sleep has been my biggest issue, and all the unconscious what all is going on in my mind since years. I used to sleepwalk and all that blah blah blah. But means unconscious clearing is more important for me. What I feel like.
So you used to sleepwalk.
Yeah, as a kid, as a kid, I used to sleepwalk.
So we call them somnambulistic. The people,
sorry, I didn't get the word.
A technical term for people who, as a kid, sleepwalk while teaching hypnosis, we call them somnambulistic.
Somnambulistic.
Because they are normally they're normally like more balanced people. So their logical side of theirs and their emotional part of them is quite like 50-50%.
All my families and friends complain that I'm too emotional. That's why I'm not coming up in life.
No, so probably your way of taking decision is through your heart.
Yeah, that is the.
But a part of your energy is still like whatever you would have got hurt in the life in the past. Your logic wants to let go of that, and that's why so and that is fine as long as you allow that hurt to go out from your system, to vent it out and without your logic blocking it. If I'm hurt, I'm hurt. I mean, whether it's logical for me to get hurt, it is never logical. But my emotions don't always fall into the category of being logical. And they get trapped in our cells. So then that becomes blocking. So when you actually go to sleep, that part of you is more in charge and awake. And that is like functioning more. So even if you will just liberate yourself by, venting out and letting that go, that would help a lot. It is as simple as we all get trigger mechanisms. So something which has piled up and something very small happens and you feel like crying, you feel like shouting, and you feel it very like unreasonable. Unreasonable things happen when there is a huge reason behind it. Where it is your body who starts talking and it is not you, and that is a fight that people we start within ourselves. Is am I being so stupid? There is actually no reason. I don't know why. What happened to me? Why did I start crying? How stupid of me. It's okay. So that's why that day I got a kid on the platform. They are just who they are. We program them not to be who they are. Oh, this is bad, you are crying. Oh, this is good. So it is fine. And the first step towards it will be like your body language right now. This is my solar plexus chakra is blocked. I want to be in charge. You are in charge. You can open your arms and you can be free. Imagine me taking a class like this. Okay. Do you feel connected to me? There is a sort of disconnection. Our body language reflects a lot. Like it automatically happens. My body language comes. If I am like doing like this, you will not connect because my body language is I want to maintain that distance with you all. And not that logically, like, I mean, I plan it out, but our body knows exactly, and there are a lot of thoughts happening, and we project. So one of the thing what we teach in the corporates is like when you go for an important meeting, this is the worst thing to do because we create a wall, and where we say that and the solar plexus chakra is located there. So I think even you are asleep, like I mean, good to hear you are back in flow. You have started restoring flow, and since your intellect is also an asset for you, intellectually it has to make sense that it is okay to emote your feelings and not considering what your friends have said because you're emotional. That's why you have not come up. Who decides the factor which defines success, whether you have come up or not? Is money the only factor? Or is it that in life, when I need help, there are how many people who really wish good for me from their heart? Is that something which defines success? Is that people really like enjoy your company and like to be with you? Is that the health? Like there are many factors to it. Probably what your friends would have said is comparing it to how much money, according to them, you should have made by now, using the intellect that you have and you are capable of, but it is their definition. You really wish to have set a goal, you will be able to. But
Thank
I
you.
don't think like you really wish to have bigger. You are like happy go lucky, like I'm happy, like I'm fine where I'm going. And they make you think again.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
So again, I'm mentioning I'm not scanning you, I'm just telling you anything which I get a sense from the body language or from the intuition, from the understanding.
Yeah, I set a materialistic goal with all enthusiasm, and then slowly it comes down, and again I get a push, and again I set the goal, and it comes down. So that graph is going
If
up
you
and
really want to attend materialistic thing, you actually set a goal and make sure that you are releasing it. Either like I mean, listen to the financial blog part and then few of the videos and do it, because the part of your energy actually does feel that it's not fine. Not just a part of your energy, a lot of your energy actually blocks it. So it's nothing else is blocking you from achieving that materialistic goals than you yourself at a soul level. So if you wish to do that, that considering it from the perspective that the energy of the, like, what is the spiritual energy? You tell me.
spiritual energy. In my way, like if you can feel a bliss throughout the day in the waking state, then that is a spiritual energy. And spiritual energy is balanced. Like
How much of bliss? 10 grams, 20 grams, 50 grams, 100 grams,
no,
1.
full day if you are in whatever circumstances,
How much quantity?
80, 90, 100%. Like
100% bliss. So if you have to quantify that, it's in abundance, right?
it's an abundance.
Yeah. So if it is in abundance, which means spiritual energy is the energy of abundance and not the energy of scarcity. Will your God love you this much? or will love you this much. Right? When we say unconditional, means no matter what, I still love you. So when you set your goals, why that has to be when you quantify that in scarcity? Why it has to be, I just want 10 grams of happiness and just 5 grams of this. The problem is materialistic goals are being set with the quantification. The spiritual goal, we never quantify it.
Yeah, what you just said is eye opener for me. Like,
And it is the materialistic way through which we are walking the path of spirituality. Because if I have earned enough where my family, I do not have to bother, I have the time entire day to sit in meditation and entire day to do that. If my stomach is full, I can do that. But if my stomach is hungry, I need that quantity of food to go in. I need some water to go in. Right? So that all is defined quantity wise. So it is fine to quantify your goals. Start doing that and tell me further how you feel. Thank you. Yes. So Pala had something. Pala, sorry, I couldn't read it here, but I know Pala and Anup had put something. Pala, can you come on the platform, please? Can we unmute Pala or Anup, whoever is ready to come?
Yeah, my issue is that past few days, this some kind of irritation and anger just surface, and for very small reasons, I don't know why I cannot just control, and it's always directed at one person only. And I was wondering whether this one is clearing, this anger is clearing from my being, or is it something I'm not too sure.
No, it's not clearing. It is something which you are very frustrated at, and probably like you are not being able to identify what is it that you are very frustrated at.
Mhm.
And like when your frustration levels comes like above what you can take, then it's beyond your control, because the minute you start getting back to your element, what you have stored for years and not acknowledged it, that it is there, I need to like take care of it, I need to do something about it will start coming up. It is like when your body is healing, the first whatever is causing the problem, that needs to be detoxed.
Oh,
So you require to acknowledge where in life are you very frustrated with, and what is it that you would like to do about it. The minute it is like internally you will sort it out, suddenly your anger and that will automatically like starts going down.
okay, thanks. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So Anup had something. Anup, can you just come, because I could not read the message, though I know that there was some message. Ma'am, can you please unmute?
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Yeah, actually, I would like to know which of your past videos will help me to remove negativity. Because last 3 days after doing this or that miracle exercise, there was some negativity faced by me, and I'm not able to go ahead because something comes and blocks my way. I'm focusing on my work or some other thing, and
When
I
you say
face this.
negativity, what exactly do you mean by that?
It's like confusion from others, and they feel they feel anger against me.
So uh, knowledge, again, I'm making the same point. Knowledge and empowering yourself with the tools is the key. Because ideally, what happens, Anup, is that we as a soul have lived many lifetimes. When I say many lifetimes, imagine many limiting beliefs. Because, for example, if I just take that one incident of somebody portraying their anger against you, right? And your body going through it and taking in that anger and being vulnerable at that state. Being vulnerable for multiple reasons. Probably they are at a more authoritative state. Probably it is the corporate politics. Probably it is your emotion which is not allowing you to give it back. There can be like 1,000 reasons. But the thing is that even in that half an hour, 5 minutes, the number of beliefs that you actually accumulate and store within your cells can be people are out there to get me. Everyone is against me. People suck me dry. People are blocking my growth. I'm surrounded by negativity. I can't move ahead in life. I'm frustrated. The number of emotions is anger, hopelessness, helplessness, frustration. This is what we store. Now imagine in that short period of time, you would have done that. Why is it that your body have created a receptor for that? For example, if I have to like explain this, sorry, like I'm starting the whiteboard, okay? So again, coming back to like our mind is an energy ball all around us, 12 feet in diameter. This only 10% of it is our conscious, like ideally 10 to 12, and 90% is our subconscious mind. Okay. Now, so if this is my conscious and this is my subconscious, there has to be incidences which has happened in the past which become my receptors, because that is the energy I vibrate with. That's the energy I'm sending out. That's the frequency at which I'm vibrating. For me to attract, say for example, in past you felt people did wrong to you. I'm a victim. Okay, I'm the target. I'm the victim. And then that's the energy you are sending out. So people around you will make do something which will make you feel in the similar way. I'll probably explain this entire thing in a very simple thing. For example, as a child, I wanted to eat cake. Okay, and I thought my father will definitely give me cake. I'm a kid. And I said, Papa, please give me cake. Papa, I want to eat cake. Okay, he's eating cake, but he knows I have got fever, I've got cold. So my father says, no, beta, you can't have. And then I will say, no, Papa, I want cake. I want cake right now. Okay. You will go on moving. Cake, 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 cake. I want cake. I want cake. No. I want cake. Now he'll get angry because there is a party going on. There are 100. And he said, get lost. Told you, no, you can't have cake. Or a father may slap or anything. Now, as a kid, probably a child may feel betrayed. People betray me. My father betrayed me. People betray me. Okay. So, if here there is a belief, I am betrayed, What happens is, this is the first time. Was that actually betrayal? No. Because if I would have eaten cake, I would have fallen sick. But the child does not operate from the logic that they have. The logic brain is still developing. So in life, there will be like multiple incidences which are actually not even the genuinely a reason, but that's what the child experienced. A child born with a problem being in the ICU unit feel that my parents don't love me. No one loves me is a belief. So I am unloved is a belief that is I'm unwanted. As I said in my steroid case, the mother gave food to in-laws first, the child felt unloved, unwanted. Now, there is no reason why we think like that because brain is not yet developed. Brain is the one, logic is the one which tells us. So there are multiple experiences for which we strongly start believing. Now, that is the energy which goes out from us, like a remote. Whatever button we press, the remote starts only that show on the TV. So people around me says I'm unloved. That is what they want to. They will do something which will again make me feel unloved. Now I'm betrayed. Say, for example, the Domino's guy comes to my place and tells me, ma'am, you buy this 500 rupees worth of coupon. You will actually get pizzas worth 5,000 rupees. And my logic will tell me. Now I'm operating out of my logic. And I say, do you think I'm stupid? Do you think a company will actually spend on you to go home from home, and I am paying 500 rupees, and out of that right now you are giving me a pizza worth 400 rupees, and I am still having a coupon and I will get pizzas. Afterwards, why will a company do that? Tell me, Anu, what will I actually finally take action? Will I buy that coupon of 500 rupees or I will not?
No, at least I will not.
100 out of 100 times we end up buying that. That is the funny part of life. Because I am betrayed is my stronger program. My logic has won against probably 500 times where I felt betrayed. 500 is much bigger than 1. This frequency is much more stronger. And end of the day, I will convince my logic. What is a big deal? Yeah, it's just 500 rupees. 500 में तो ऐसे भी पिज्जा नहीं आता है. Let me invest ना, नहीं भी हुआ तो क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? Like right now, as it is giving me a pizza worth. What I am risking is only 100 rupees. What difference does that make to me? Let me right now buy that. 100 rupees to where I spend, I don't even understand. Yeah, but probably after 15 days, I'm planning a party. I can call for pizzas. It turns out so much better for me. And then after 15 days, when I call them, they say, yes, ma'am, but can you see conditions apply? These are the rules written there. And probably it's not a bad deal. They're still giving me a good deal. But because I have a very strong program of I am betrayed, you are super angry. And you feel, I always knew it. You guys, you just speak anything, I just knew it. What do you feel? Betrayed. Because this is our program. So what we do or what we teach is, or what I'm doing on Daily Theta platform is actually helping you guys to clear this field. And only clearing this doesn't help because logically, this field also needs to understand to stop creating this further. Because the action that you take is the function of your logic. And that's why every day what we do is we actually first explain you a little bit of it so that there is a conscious shift. But that conscious shift actually does not change reality. It does. but not from your cellular structure unless and until we really invoke the body of willpower very strongly. We require to clear it from our cellular structure. Things don't change till then. And that is the reason why every day there are meditation, downloads, the B releases. And that's the only reason I request people. I realized this few years back. I was a very submissive person who couldn't say no. I always felt people are there out to reach out to me, as what you say. Lot of negativity. Till I actually understood the concept, till I actually every day started working. And when I learned, so B gave me an everyday tool. It's like every day what I can do. And what Theta gave me is to heighten up my intuition to another level. Something which is like beyond. So like intuition to the level where you just get a sense, you just know it. And very quickly, you can just change it from 4 level of your beliefs. You can instill. So Theta gave me power like that Sudarshan Chakra on Krishna's hand. And at a level, the fusion, the hypnosis was something which gave me very logical understanding of it. Contradictory to like hypnosis sounds more as a very mesmerizing and all. It's the most logical understanding that one person can have about knowing themselves. What exactly is the mind? How does that operate? How do we communicate? Probably people who are there out to catch you where you are feeling negative can be resolved the way in which you communicate to them. You do not require to watch videos. You can, like the daily Theta is doing that job. But the more you are aware, the more you are clearing, it changes. And that is exactly what the program is designed for a year for BSc. Because if a lot of people's growth is dependent on how the stocks are doing. And so the people who are ruling it, if they become very positive and then they are very growth minded, automatically the frequency at which the country is vibrating, it does change. That was the thought process. Because to develop everything like without teaching Theta or something, releasing and introducing, because it's a corporate. But ideally on an individual level, minimum foundation level is like a minimum schooling. You are that. I realized that years back that, being a gold medalist, it was a very pointless thing. I needed to understand this first. And that's what I started. Continue doing the daily Theta. And if really want to change it, please enroll for minimum foundation course. Graduate is the one which my strong recommendation. I'm not even asking you guys to do masters. Because graduate gives you an opportunity to release from different levels, all your career level blocks, money related blocks, family related, the physical body related, the past life, everything is covered in that. So, ideally, that is like a minimum BCom or something is what is a strong recommendation, in which probably once you finish foundation, 99% people come back and say, but ma'am, we want to do graduation. Because they all do understand this very, very well. But if you start with that thought process, no matter what, I want to finish my graduation, it is something which transforms your life completely. Knowledge is the key, Anu. And then utilizing that knowledge for our own selves is the step which automatically happens. Don't worry, like even this week, one of the week, we will take this topic of people are out to catch me. I am surrounded by negativity. I feel being attacked. You can put up exactly what it is. We will take it for the entire week to help you to clear that. Yeah. Thank you so much. Is there anyone, like it's already 9:30, who has any question? You can raise your hand. I cannot see anyone. But there was something in between somebody had typed which I could not see. Nobody has any more question? Or is there any more question? Jaya Reddy, yeah. Can we please unmute Jaya Reddy?
Yeah. Hi, Sangeeta.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. I certainly, today there's one question that is protection and love the same?
No, how
And
can it be same?
yeah, so
Any
certainly,
loving energy is always protecting you. But when I seek protection, which means it comes out of fear that I'm being attacked. Why do I require protection? When I feel being attacked, I require protection. But when I feel loved, I don't need protection.
yeah, got that. Yeah, got that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Somebody has written, if you get triggered, what to do? If you're triggered all the time, you're triggered, then what to do? If all the time you are triggered, you need to like release a lot. There are tools and techniques for it. Like, there is a lot of anger, a lot of suppression. Because of that, all the time you are triggered. So that suppression, what in Theta healing we call the heart song or the organ song. Probably like, where we connect a tone from the sixth plane into you, ask you a voice, and through that voice, you release it. And release your frustration. There are times people like scream it out, they cry it out, they like really scream. And then after that, they are more at peace, but not that some normal screaming that you do. It's in theta healing, like we do that, and like we normally combine it with the B and the downloads, which helps you with whatever you are triggered. Somebody addressed what you want to attract a girl, which means if are you talking about a life partner that you want to attract? If attracting a girl, Cesta, and you are already married, Cesta doesn't promote it, then probably I don't know. Or even if I know, I'm not the one to give you the answer. If you are talking about the girl first, like then get it clear here that you're talking about the most compatible divine life partner that you are asking for. And if it is the most compatible divine life partner that you are asking for, you require, there are step by step for the soulmate. How much are you ready for it? What are your thought process? What are your expectations? Where are you ready to give that? And there are like a lot of belief work. So that is for the life partner. But if you still meant the girl, then probably you really require to change your thought process, and that needs to be done. Is there any other chat? Because sorry, like I could see only that much part of chat. Irritated most of the month, but now I realize that I was not in my element. I painted, and Abir, I could read only half of you. Abir is saying that he was irritated almost all the month, but now we realized, and he was painting, and then I could not read. Can somebody read it for me, or Abir, you can read it? This is the last thing which we are taking today. Can we take like what Abir was saying? I could read only half. Lack of energy requires alignment. Listen to the entire week again and again. So you painted, and then after that, what I cannot read. So like be getting back, and painting is something, getting back into your element, Jaya. Please continue doing that, and that would be like fine. Can somebody unmute Mitushi, please? Because Mitushi, your thing comes as Abhi Rastogi. So please unmute Mitushi, but which is actually showing as Abhi Rastogi.
Yes, Sangeeta ji. Good morning.
Good morning, Mitushi.
I've been missing your classes for a long time, but I think I needed to be back in flow. So I was irritated.
Back in your element.
Yes, yes, yes. So somewhere I was, let me just start my video. Yes, so somewhere I was missing my life, or you can say the element of my life. And I was very irritated throughout this month. Maybe I love teaching and I have stopped teaching because I have to shift. And
Mitushi, can I
that's
see
why.
you again? So like, you know, your energy also, like, can we?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Yes,
you
I have.
have.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So I was out of element completely. So most of the time I was irritated at home. And last week, before I started this also, just one day back, I started painting. And then I got connected again back to Theta, this daily Theta. And the very first day I understood your concept of flow. And I realized that's what I was missing. What I wanted and what I used to do, that everything had gone during these 2 years of COVID. Somewhere I was just stuck in house. So last week, like this week, sorry, I painted, and that gave me such a, what you say, such a flow in my life, that again I've become normal, happy, whatever you can say. And I'll share my painting also. This is what I,
Oh, wow.
and this I did just this week. But it was such a release for me. Otherwise I was irritated, and I knew, and not just irritated, at times a little bit, you can say, at the verge of tears. I would be so frustrated what to do. But I thought I was irritated with my family, with my kids, everyone, with maids, servants, everyone. But I think the only thing which was missing was me. And I found myself.
That's so good to hear. But I want to know, Mitushi, like when you teach children, do you teach them all the subjects, or maths and science and all? I can't hear you again.
Yes, maths and science only.
So, Mitushi, for you to understand maths, and that's why, like, you know, I asked you. Maths and science are two subjects which are most logical.
Yes.
So if you're constantly teaching logic, you are also like putting it in here, right?
Yes.
And that sometimes, like if you, it doesn't make logical sense to you to paint, and you don't take action, you get out of your element. So it's so important, because you are constantly activating your left brain there.
Though I'm not a good singer, but I enjoy singing, kitchen singing, but I had stopped everything, like
That's
somewhere
what I'm
within.
saying. So singing, painting, all this are right brain activity. What
And I
you are
started.
doing is left brain activity. So you have to balance it out. The minute you will continue, like, you know, I mean, singing, like, you know, start some music class, like, you know, I mean, you are, because you are in the Gita class and all, but that again, like, you know, Bhagavad Gita makes sense.
Sense,
It's again a
logical.
logical thing, but you are not doing the Krishna Dhoon there.
Yes.
When you are doing, you know, Krishna Dhoon, then the right brain is getting activated. But when you are understanding Gita, left brain is getting activated. So any activity like painting, singing, dancing, like, you know, or like simply like cooking something out of the box, like, you know, just doing that, like more like, you know, everything will make you more like a free bird.
Yes.
That's your element.
Yes, that's what I realized this week after doing painting. Maybe it was just a little canvas, but still, like broke all the things that I was holding on to. I had a huge release, you can see.
That is like, absolutely like amazing. I mean, so good to hear. And I really wanted to hear this on the platform, like, where have you witnessed the shift?
Yes, that's where I witnessed, and I wanted to say it from the beginning, but yes, your conversation was going on, so did not interrupt. But somewhere I could not hold on, because that's something which changed me immediately in a week. Otherwise, I was holding on to all that, I don't know, irritation, grudge, anger, and I knew that it's without reason. Like everyone was the same, nothing had changed, only me or my perspective.
Good to hear this, because every week we take a different topic, and like end of it, when we get that what is happening, that is what keeps the energy on. Thank you, Mitushi, for sharing your feedback.
Thank you, Sangeeta ji, and thank you for making me part of this Theta learning and everything. Thank you so
Looking
much.
forward, I mean, we really enjoy teaching.
Yes,
So-
and I enjoy learning.
Yes. So,
Thank
friends, if Mitushi can release and change, you all can. If Yogesh can have better sleep, you all can. So it is for each one to feel that change, and for each one to feel the experience and being in the flow. So congratulations to Mitushi, Yogesh, and all of you to be the part of this entire week, connecting to your own element and getting back to flow. And the last answer of Ushma, yes, the minute you are Ushma in your element, your creativity heightens up. And it automatically, the whatever, like probably for Mitushi, it was the painting, but you will suddenly feel that, oh, you are so much more creative, because the part of us, our intuition is always the right brain function, not the left brain function. So being in the element connects you to like maximum level of your creativity. So thank you for joining. Have a fabulous weekend, and wishing you all a life full of flow, being surrounded by positivity, being positive, attracting positivity, being surrounded by positivity. And see you all on Monday, 9 a.m. Thank you. See you. Bye.